Welcome, fans, back to the now fourth episode of Random and Roulette. I am joined by my co-host Spooky Suki, and and I am the little piece of salmon fish roe that fell on your arm, but you still had to eat it as sushi.
Oh my god. Oh, okay, I did not see that one coming, but it makes so much sense. So much sense. It always falls off, you know? Always falls off. We're big fans of sushi here, so, and we just got sushi today, and that did in fact happen. At least once. It gets everywhere. They're so small. So small. Anyway, so what do you have for random topics today?
I really hadn't given that a whole lot of thought just because we kind of are on our own random topic, like in real life right now.
Yeah.
We're actually coming at you pre-recorded from Dillon, Colorado.
Yeah, so it is actually Wednesday at
It's late.
like 10:45 p.m. So we're still at our condo. We had to do this Wednesday, but we're still going to release it on Friday, so you'll be hearing it on Friday.
Regularly scheduled.
Yeah, regularly scheduled time. But yeah, we're in the Keystone area, which is fun. But usually I like to go to Repo. I think I will go to Repo, actually. I'll go to A Basin for my spare day. Hopefully I won't murder myself. But I got new boots, and that really helped me out a lot. So I was wearing a size 8 boot that came...
Snowboarding.
Yeah, I'm a snowboarder. It was a size 8 boot that came with my set of board and bindings many moons ago. I think I've had them for quite a few years, but I was like, man, this kind of sucks. And so I was like, maybe I need new boots. Maybe that's my problem. And it turns out it was actually quite a bit of my problem. So I went from an 8 to a 6.5.
It's a big problem.
Yeah, it was a big problem. But you wanna share your snowboarding story, sir?
Oh yeah,
because we were saving it for this.
I promised all of you that I would tell the story. So, I did snowboarding once, and I was at Arapahoe Basin. I retired my rookie year. So no one really taught me how. They just kind of like, oh yeah, just go down the mountain. So. In college, I did skateboarding, and so those are the mechanics that I understood. However, they don't translate. You would think
they do a little bit,
except not at all.
No, it does. It does. Actually, most people that have done snowboarding are more inclined to do they're better at snowboarding.
Skateboarding is all like ankles and toes. Snowboarding is all like hips and knees. No. Well, maybe that's why I was bad at it.
Probably. You were probably trying to use
Yeah, I was trying to use the wrong skills to do the
Yeah, but the same things I use for snowboarding I use for skateboarding. Or longboarding at least.
Longboard, yeah, and that's also different.
But I did skateboard as well.
Anyway, so so the first run that I go down this mountain, and normally when you skateboard, you have to go kind of across the slope. You don't go straight down the slope because you'll go too fast.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't go straight down the slope either.
Yeah, you weave down.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
Oh.
So I went straight down. And ended up going way too fast and kind of crashed. But that was okay because that was my first run, the first time ever. And I was like, well, this is going to be the first of many. So adrenaline was running really stupid high, and I had a good time crashing that time. Had actually a couple of good runs that day. Again, it was first time ever.
Yeah, this was also to mention it was on the Bunny Hill when you were first starting.
No, because I went down Whistler. And
Whistler? What the hell?
Or is it Windsor? Worcester?
What?
The run, the green run. Anyway.
Yeah, that's the bunny hill, man.
No, no, the bunny hill's the one where it's like you can see the top of it. Like,
Yeah, you guys started out on the bunny hill, and then the first time we went
oh.
on the big lift. That's when you had an interesting time.
Yeah. So yeah, totally, completely crashed. It was fantastic. It was great. The next day we go again, really stupidly stiff. We're on like the baby slope, getting just like some practice in, like, trying to, figure out what's sore and what's going to be moving. And I couldn't stop, and I ended up going all the way into like the parking lot because I couldn't stop myself. Things weren't quite working. And so after that, we're all like, okay, let's go up on the big lift. Let's do a run. Like, awesome. To start the run, you do need some speed, so you can kind of get out of this bowl, so you can get to the area where you want to go. However, the night before, or the day before, everything kind of thawed, and then the night before, everything froze. So there's a nice layer of ice on everything. So stiff as a board, I'm trying to get some speed to get out of this bowl, and I hit a chunk of ice and I tried to catch myself with my one hand, and ended up punching myself in the side with my elbow and knocked the wind out of me. And so I'm sitting there in the snow trying to remember how to breathe, and all my friends are flying by me, and they can't stop because they have to get out of this bowl.
Yep. Well, and like by that point, I had already gone down, and I was waiting for him and the husband to get down. And so I was just sitting there, and I was like, geez, what's going on up there? And I was like, but I can't go back up because it's so steep. It would take me forever to walk back up there. So I raced all the way down, got on the lift, and while I was on the lift, I see him being carried.
We're not to that part yet.
Oh, okay. Well, we're there now.
Okay. Well, so Suki's husband was actually the only one that came and found me, and kind of grabbed my I had my board off, and he was helping me find like ski patrol people. Was like, hey, what do we do? I can't get down the mountain. I can hardly stand, and I'm broken. And so the ski people are like, oh, go down, go to the lift. They'll load you down. It'll be fine. So we go to the lift, and the lift guy yells at us because we're walking in front of the lift as people are trying to get off. Hits the emergency stop. It's like, what the hell are you doing? It's like, ski patrol. So and so the actual the medics, like the red jacketed guys, they come to the cabin at the top of the ski lift, and they're actually taking vitals, and it's like, well, you can't ride the lift down because if you're injured, you might not be able to get off. And that's a problem. Like, okay. Well, I don't trust myself getting down the mountain because I feel bad. I'm broken. It's like, well, here's your other option. We can have one of the ski patrol guys get a toboggan, and they'll tow you down the mountain. So that's what we ended up doing.
Yep. So I'm on the lift, and I think a bunch of our other friends were on the lift as well somewhere. So we just see him being toted down by this ski patrol guy, and then I was like, okay, well, that's bad as well. So then I have to get off the lift and race down the mountain again just to get to the medic tent to see what's going on. And
hey, you got some good runs in that day though.
Yeah, I was going really fast.
And that's when I found out that snowboarding is not my jam.
Yep.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun. And everyone is just walking through the little emergency room thing that they have in the ski patrol. It's like, is there a HIPAA in Colorado? So then but I still love going on this trip. The group of friends we have is just really, really cool. We just vibe. We were playing off each other's jokes all week. It's been kind of awesome. It's one collective mind.
Yeah. It's been a lot of fun.
But I don't snowboard, but I found a love for snowshoeing, and it's been fantastic. Yeah. Went on a It was roughly about 10 miles for the whole trip that I did today.
So how have you been doing this time with like the altitude?
Actually, a lot better, and I think a lot of that was because I've kind of been training for it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Because I did
Real bad.
a lot worse this time, which doesn't make any sense at all. I don't know why I did so much worse this time. I don't know. Like I did. There was one year that I came up with Dad, and I didn't do very well either. Like I got really sick. They actually went out and bought me like the little oxygen tank things. It was like, here, put this on your face.
I was kind of worried about those because, like, yeah, there's you know, if you do have altitude sickness, like, yeah, that'll help you out. But it's like putting NOS on a car. Like, it makes you run faster. Like,
See, I don't think it does for me because my lungs are bad. So I have asthma.
Of all the things to be bad at,
Is breathing.
yeah,
breathing. Yeah, isn't that great? Fantastic. But the other thing that I like being up here is the smell of trees.
Yeah.
We just don't have that at home.
Well, it's because a lot of the trees around where we live, they're all deciduous. The state tree of Nebraska is the cottonwood, and it grows in every single like river bottom ever. It's really big ones, the spade leaves.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're not very like aromatic. But yeah, like walking up here, like within the pine forest, like it's amazing.
Yeah, just like the smell of like the dirt and rocks and trees is just phenomenal. I wish I could bottle it up and take it home, but you cannot. I don't know. What would happen if you like took a bag of air from here? It would explode before you.
Don't know. No, it would shrink.
Oh yeah, it would shrink because we're going back down.
Yeah. That's why you get the bag of chips at like, you know, at
Kaboom.
base level, and they're huge.
No, I bought a bottle of Ramune soda one year and took it down, and it opened itself.
Oh no! Like, that's right, 'cause, yeah, those things only just work by air pressure.
Yeah.
It's all just a friction fit.
Yeah. So I drank it. But yeah, one of my favorite places to go in Breck is that candy store that has like all that. It has all kinds of Japanese candy, and they have like homemade candies, and then like just bins full of like sour gummies and stuff. And what is it called? I think it's like Fuzzy Winks or something.
It sounds familiar.
Do you remember?
I remember what the place looked like on the inside, and it's quintessential, just like candy shop.
Yeah,
like
it's definitely
it
like
looks like a fairy tale. It's awesome.
It's definitely got like Willy Wonka vibes
Yeah.
in there, but it's fantastic. And where else do I like to go there?
There was that place with the gypsy wagon. Wait,
Oh, the Emporium.
yeah.
That's in Frisco, though.
Oh, that is in Frisco?
Yeah, the Emporium's in Frisco,
Did we
which
try
I
that?
also like that place too.
Yeah.
And then I like going to the Flying Crane. They have like random stuff. I actually got my sushi plates from there.
Oh, really?
My green ones. Oh God, I just pulled on my cord. Yeah, those were great. I got them on sale.
Man, I still failed to get a sticker for this one. I only have an A Basin sticker. I need a Keystone and a Copper Mountain.
Yes, there was somewhere else we needed to go that I wanted to go sometime that we're up here.
Well, you're taking a longer vacation.
I am taking a long vacation because we are going to our family friend's condo, which I've been going to since I was small. And my parents, like, went on their honeymoon there. Like,
Yeah, they're still in the guest book.
it's crazy family nostalgia stuff for me, which is quite nice. I forgot to tell them about the walls being a different color out there. Oh well. But, yeah. I don't know. It's fun. So, also snowboarding stuff. What do you think about Shaun White retiring from snowboarding?
He didn't. No, he didn't go out on top. He
No, he was going to.
yeah, but yeah.
And then he had a horrible.
Yeah, he had the horrible crash on that last
at the
run.
end, and ended up getting
Yeah,
fourth.
he had like a perfect run. Like it was gonna be gold medal.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yep.
And then like on the last couple jumps, messed it up.
Yeah.
There was that one kid from Japan though. I think the way that they score the Olympic half pipe is it's your scheduled moves,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's also an average height of your jump, like out of the top of the half pipe.
Yeah.
And most of the people were hitting like 25, 30 feet.
Oh yeah, he was
On
going
his
like
last, he hit 50.
Yeah.
Like,
that's insane. That is absolutely insane. I'm sure there's YouTube videos of it that I can like go look at now. But
Yeah.
like, I would love to see that because I'm sure that's crazy.
yeah, he went
Oh
all out.
man. Yeah. All right. So, what are you drinking today?
So there is a drink that's Korean. It's called soju, and it actually is a little bit notorious with me.
Yes.
It's very, very. It's not super high in alcohol content, but no, because we got like the supercharged version.
Yeah, we got the supercharged version all the time at home. They don't carry it anymore.
Well, there's probably a reason for it.
Probably.
People get on your roof. So it's not that it's super high in alcohol content. It's just it's very, very easy to drink. Like it doesn't burn. Soju is rice vodka in that the way that sake is rice wine, the way that it's distilled and produced. So it can come out as like 35%, but it does not drink like it's 35%.
No.
It drinks like it's lemonade.
No, yeah, it's really smooth. Like there is a reason that
It's
it
a
is
small bottle.
it is the number one drink in Korea.
Yeah.
Like it is no joke. And they come in like these like cute little green bottles with like cutesy text and all kinds of whatever.
And their mascot's a frog.
Yeah, that's not like our brand that we usually get because we usually get Jinro, which has the little Froggo guy, which is freaking adorable. But we got the peach version this time, and it tastes like
It's absolutely delicious.
it's very peach. It's very peachy-o.
But yeah, there's a couple notorious stories of me drinking the whole bottle of it, and it's about the size of a beer bottle. So I mean, it's kind of easy to just take pulls from it. And getting a little bit more inebriated than it probably should have, and ending up on my roof.
Which, to be fair, we did that. I guess we
We
still
used to
do
do
that.
that a lot.
We did it a
That was
lot
like,
more
that was
than
our
now.
summer jam. Drink on my roof.
Yeah. So he has his roof is. I think the first time I discovered it, it was like I climbed on top of the chain link fence and then hopped on the garage roof because it like sits low enough that I can stand on top of the fence and hop up there. And then it just kind of went from there.
Yeah, now I just have a ladder.
Yeah,
to
now there's just a ladder, so none of us have to die to get up there, which is nice. It's quite nice, but we haven't done that for a long time. Probably because it's been cold outside.
Yeah, but
And-
that was the night where I woke up in my hallway, and my phone was like the screen was shattered. Like,
Oh, because you dropped it in the gutter.
I don't.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
Yeah, like it slid down. Oh, because we were up there talking about whatever bullshit. But
Yeah.
I think I think it slid down the shingles and slammed into the gutter, and that's how it broke.
I woke up on the floor in my hallway. My screen was shattered, and I had a message from you that was in Japanese that says, "Why are you so stupid?" And that was back when we were first becoming like good friends, and I thought I had like done something really stupid. like, oh no, God.
No, we had been like friends for a while at that
Yeah.
point. I think. I don't know. That's been too long ago now that I can't remember very well.
And so now, because of that, soju has a very special attachment for me.
Yes, it's been a good time. What I have today is one of, I think, like the top 5 sakes ever. To me,
I think I've had that one before. Yeah, the little glass. It
Yeah,
looks like
usually-
a mason jar.
usually the label is all blue, but they have it rainbow, and it says "One Love,"
Oh,
being awful cute. But it's called One Cup Ozanki sake. Sure, we'll go with that. But it comes with like a plastic lid, so you can like reclose it, and it's just like this cute little. I don't even know how many ounces.
that's
This
probably
thing is-
like 8.
6.1.
Okay.
It's 14% by volume. But
it looks like a little jelly jar.
It is so freaking cute. Every time I see them, I usually buy a couple of them. But this time, I only bought one because I bought a bunch of other sakes, like a strawberry one, which I had never seen, like a strawberry sake. So we'll see how that goes, if it's any good or not. But
well, strawberry's one of your favorite flavors, isn't it?
Yeah, I like strawberry. I like peach. I just like fruit flavors, I think, except for watermelon, because it's
sugar water.
Just gross flavoring. I don't know. I don't enjoy that fake flavor of watermelon. I think it's just too sticky, and I don't know. It's not me. It's not for me. I think it's gross.
Yeah, I'm kind of like the opposite. Like, especially, still now, when like Crown or Jack Daniel's has like all the fruity flavors and stuff like that. It's like, no, this is bad.
Oh no, I love the peach and the vanilla, and the vanilla one is just like so nice, and it goes with like anything.
No, it tastes like pancakes.
And it's like you put it with root beer, and it's like bam, root beer floaty dish. Actually, that's what we used to do with UV cake. Was put it with root beer. And I'm sure that was nice and delightful. I haven't had it in years, so I don't know.
Yeah, because you have to be underage to buy UV cake. Like when they scan your ID when you ring up UV, and it says that you're 21.
It's UV blue.
Oh. Yeah. No.
Man, that stuff is nasty. It is such nasty crap. And like
that was the drink that I threw up first. First alcohol I ever threw up was UV blue.
UV. Oh God. Yeah, Shmanda would drink Code Red, and I think it was Red UV, like all the time. And I was like, "This is so nasty."
No.
Yeah, no, I was definitely that cool person with just a bottle of Crown in my backpack at the party that I was just chugging.
We always just kind of had beer. Although you're probably too young for this. Back in the day, there was a Captain Morgan special edition called Tattoo.
Yeah, I remember that, sir.
It was
I've drank that before.
It was like black raspberry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, why did they stop making that?
I don't know. Didn't sell very well.
Yeah.
I was the only person that bought it.
That was like, no, for a while, my favorite thing to drink was it was called Vanique. It was this shitty...
the blue...
No, it wasn't blue.
Purple.
Yeah, it was purple.
Yeah, because there's Hypnotic, and then it was the same company. And then I think they did Kinky?
They might, I don't know. But yeah, it was...
Kinky's a blood orange liqueur.
It was this shitty... I don't even know what flavor it was supposed to be, but I had the purple and the red.
Yeah.
And I would mix them together with Mountain Dew and make sure I carried a clear cup. So that everybody at the party would be like, "Oh, what is that?
Some weird
magic potions."
Mountain Dew is the worst mixer.
Oh yeah, like I can't drink Mountain Dew anymore because I drank it so much. It's disgusting. It's so gross. It's like, what is that supposed to taste like? Why is it? Nothing should be that green.
Meanwhile, your dad doesn't drink water. He just has a constant IV drip of Mountain Dew.
It's not even like it's worse because it's not even Mountain Dew.
Oh, yeah, it's Mountain Lightning.
It's Mountain Lightning. Oh man,
God.
He's a good crazy old man.
old Greg's a trip.
Yeah. God, what else did I drink back in the day? Anything I could get my hands on.
No.
Until I was like overage, and then I'd like buy all of my underage friends shit all the time. Whatever garbage they want. Like blue. Shmanda also drank like blue Malibu. Like it was going out of style too.
No, I can't remember the name of that drink. My friend Nicole, her drink of choice, I think she always called it a purple hooter. It was the blue Maui and the red Maui, and then I think Sprite. It tasted like purple.
Just tasted like Ann color. Tasty. Yeah, no, I feel like I drink more normal stuff. No, probably not, actually.
No, we don't. We drink all the...
Yeah, we drink a lot of weird
What
crap.
are we drinking right now?
I mean, this is kind of normal-ish for us.
I also like to try new things. You know, I like to be a connoisseur of...
I did not like that stuff that we drank the other night. That gave me, like, bad stomach pain.
The mead?
No, this was at, for the video party. When we got to the house.
Oh.
Whatever
yeah.
radioactive green bullshit that was.
Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, it's very bad.
It made my tummy hurt so bad that people thought I was dying. Or something. I don't know. Apparently, like, it got back to Trish early enough that had happened, and I hadn't said anything to her about it.
But that you... Which part?
That I, like, had almost gotten sick.
Oh, okay.
Because that stuff hurt my stomach so bad.
No, because there's some other things that happened.
But, like, apparently somebody thought I was drunk or something.
Oh.
And throwing up already. And I was like, it's going to take a lot more than that to take me down. Come on.
She wasn't even there.
I know. That's why I don't know, like, who said some snitches. All of them.
Okay.
I don't know.
She's also going to be mad that you used her real name.
I don't know if she's going to be that mad about it. Mostly because she didn't give us a code name, and I've asked. I've asked! Damn it!
It's like, this is one thing she listened to the first
It's
time.
like, yeah,
like,
you guys...
use my real name.
You guys heard up. You know what? It'll be fine. She'll probably listen to it anyways. She'll probably listen to everyone and, like, be like, you said it here, you said it here, you said it here.
Oh, yeah.
But that is okay. I don't mind. We got a few downloads, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
A few more than I thought we were.
We're over 10 on our first episode.
I
I'm actually stupid
know.
excited about that.
Yeah, that's really cool. Should we have a party about that too?
Maybe when we hit 25.
If we ever hit 25.
Maybe we won't. Then we'll just never have a party.
Oh.
Or we could just have a party for no reason.
Or
We've
we
done
could
that
just
before,
could buy some bots.
No.
Sus.
Well, all this talk about drinking has got me thinking about Prohibition.
Oh, yes. On to Prohibition. Here we go. What a good segue into our next...
Well, it wasn't good until you derailed it. God damn it.
Yikes. What a time. We probably shouldn't have talked about booze so much at the beginning of this episode.
No, it's hilarious. Come on.
That's fair. Okay, so Prohibition was from 1920 to 1933. Is that right?
1919 to 1924.
Oh, yeah. They put the 18th Amendment in 1919.
But that was federally. So other states and local governments can actually, they didn't have to follow that rule. So like Nebraska, Prohibition didn't end until 1934. Because...
Nebraska sucks.
No, we're good.
No, we're not.
Well, and there's other holdovers from that still. Like, I know when I lived in Kearney, you couldn't buy booze on Sunday at all.
Yeah.
And then that's a holdover from all of that.
Yeah.
I think in Norfolk it's like you can't buy it until like after noon or something.
Oh, I don't know. I've never tried to buy booze on a
I've
Sunday.
never tried to buy booze in the morning.
Who would do such a thing?
In certain places, there's still like dry counties, like Kansas. They have like half strength beer. It's weird stuff. Like so, it's. Thank you. So in some ways, like it hasn't completely ended, I guess. But
yeah, there's still like lasting effects from it.
Yeah.
I suppose. Yeah. Which I don't know how it was before that though. Like how was booze regulated before Prohibition?
I didn't research that.
I didn't either. I just thought of it right now.
I do know that it was a lot more common, and one of the reasons why was because we didn't have ways of purifying water.
Oh.
And so, like, actually, you would wake up in the morning and you would drink beer because it was actually safer to drink than the groundwater.
Yeah, but that dehydrates you. That's like the opposite of what. Oh, okay. Sure.
I just say, also, there's a reason why life expectancy is a little bit less then.
No shit. Okay. All right. All right.
Did I have that written down? So the equivalency of like alcoholism was actually rampant before Prohibition. So that there's
Well,
a
it's
few.
still like rampant now.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. It's not a. I don't think any of that's changed.
Well, okay. So here's the numbers for you. The average person, so this is man, woman, and child, would consume about 90 bottles of 80 proof alcohol per year. That would equal out to about 4 shots per day. So that's one every 4 hours that you're awake. So you're always drunk.
That's not bad. That's doable.
Well,
Yeah, but think about like people who are like binge drinkers.
well, yeah.
So it's like some of those days don't get shots because they had shots on Monday. All their shots on Monday. Yeah, it's not better, but you get the idea.
Yeah. And so there actually was a movement, and it was the Women's Temperance Movement, the Women's Christian Temperance Union.
And the Anti-Saloon.
Yes, the Anti-Saloon League.
Yeah, which is weird. Like, why would a women's movement and an anti-saloon group get something passed in government? Like, that's kind of wild.
Yeah. Well, one of the reasons was because, like, well, all the men would, like, drink, and then the women would have to, like, clean up after themselves, and they got fucking tired of it. So.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
So they mobilized. And one of their leaders, especially in the Plain states, like Kansas, Oklahoma, Missouri, and I think even in Nebraska, her name was Carrie Union. And she was a little old lady. And what she would do is her symbol was a hatchet. So she'd have all like these rallies, all these women in this temperance movement, and then they would go and she would use her hatchet. She'd like break up like whiskey barrels, like go and bust into saloons, like hatch up the bar.
Oh my god!
And she would do this going town to town.
Jesus.
Like, I don't know if you're a hero or a villain, but I like the energy.
I feel like people had a lot more audacity back then. Maybe. Because, like, there's no way some guy or lady would get away with going around to bars and smashing up bottles anymore.
Well, there's a reason why, and it's actually kind of sad.
Oh.
And it's also, so there's kind of a casual built-in misogyny about the whole thing. So women weren't smart enough to be able to protest, and they were too innocent to be able to actually break the laws. So no one actually gave a crap.
Yeah. All of it bad.
Yeah.
Bad.
However, do you want to go first with yours? Because this kind of like segues into mine.
Yeah, I should probably go first with mine.
Okay. Because mine like dovetails right off the end of that. Because the lady that I researched.
Yeah, but you're gonna talk the whole time, and then I won't get to even get to mine.
Okay, fine. You can go first.
All right, so organized crime took over the sale of booze.
Yes.
But it was not always made out of like good things. So it used to be like made out of like one of them was made out of like some sort of rat poisoning, and one of them was like old. You would put like in like old rope in it.
Are you saying their unregulated booze wasn't really safe?
Yeah, it's like it was made out of some nasty shit. But they did make exceptions for medicinal use and religious uses.
Oh yeah, because
religious uses make sense to me, but what kind of fucking medicinal use? Is this like the same medicinal use as cocaine?
Well, yeah, cocaine in your cough syrup and morphine, like.
Yeah, God.
And like Coca-Cola used to have cocaine in it. Come on, it was sold as an energy drink.
Okay, well, the specific people I wanted to talk about is Izzy Einstein and his partner Mo. So they were both federal officers in the Prohibition unit. So they got hired because they were just like picking up guys off the street to be Prohibition officers, basically. Cause
they're recruiters.
No, they weren't recruiters, but they got like recruited.
Okay, the government was actually just like, hey, you want to be part of our club?
Yeah. So Izzy was previously a postal worker and a sales guy. So he was good. He was damn good with people. He knew how to talk to people. So the duo is actually famous for using hundreds of different disguises to get into bars. And to name a few of them.
So they're literally okay. So hang on, I'm just trying to process this whole thing. So they're the ones that were busting up like the speakeasies and saloons and stuff like that.
Yes.
And so they would go in disguises.
Yes. To name one of them that's hilarious is they posed as a husband and wife.
Yes.
Two shady squat dudes as husband and wife. And then
this is like the best buddy comedy.
And then he would even go up to the door and be like, "Yeah, I'm a federal officer. You gonna let me in?" And they'd be like, "Ah, what a good joke, guy." And they would let him in.
It's like the truth is so bizarre, you could actually believe it.
Yeah, it's like nobody would do that, but he did it. He did it. He had a theory of rum snooping, is what he called it.
Rum snooping.
Rum snooping.
It's like what he would like literally sniff it out, or like was he just like had like an investigative mind? Like,
No, he was just like he was good at his job. He was damn good at his job.
Okay, you just have like an innate ability. That's fantastic.
Most of the arrests that the duo made, they were unarmed the entire time.
There's no way this is real. None of this sounds real. But just strange times.
They had 4,932 arrests and a 95% conviction rate.
Oh man.
Yeah, he was just like he was amazing at just bullshitting.
No, this is like comic book level stuff.
Yeah. So what he would do, because you had to have like evidence to prove that they were selling stuff. So what he did is put a little bottle in his pen pocket in his jacket with a little funnel, and when nobody was looking, yep, he would dump in the booze. He would go to the bathroom. He would label the jar and be like, "All right, you're all under arrest now."
At first I thought where that was going is like, oh, he's planting evidence. Like, no, he's actually he's just
he's
chaotic good. Like,
yeah. Yeah. So bars started to obviously pick up on them, so they would put up posters of their faces.
No, so like the reverse of wanted posters.
And yeah, so the one time he went in there and he was like taking bets on if he was the guy on the poster. So he took the bets and then revealed himself as himself and arrested everyone.
Oh
no. So then they came up with another way to deter Sir Izzy. He was a Jewish guy. So they would try to make him eat a ham sandwich before they would serve. So what he would do is blow the ham out of the sandwich when no one was looking.
Oh. No, every part of this is so comedic. It's not. We can't just have a normal solution to any of these problems. No, it has to be the most ridiculous one.
Yeah. So one of his favorite props to use to get into places was a jar of pickles, because no one would suspect a guy with a jar of pickles just toting it around. The reason he was so good at his job is because he didn't look like a typical officer, which technically he wasn't.
Yeah, he was just some Joe Schmo picked up on the street.
Yeah. So they would just go in disguise and bust up places and just be absolutely insane. They had 2/3 of the arrests of Prohibition related items in New York.
Jeez.
2/3.
And those two guys.
Those two guys just being absolute animals.
Legends is what they were.
It's just like, these guys are crazy. But sadly, they were let go from their jobs in 1925.
No,
because
after Prohibition ended, their services weren't needed anymore.
No, it was 1925.
Oh.
So it was still going.
Oh.
But they let them go anyways. So both of them went to selling insurance. And they stated that they had a lot of the customers that they had arrested previously. And there was
I know you.
Yeah, and there was like, I couldn't find it again, but it was like some crazy sheet of like how fast they got booze in New York being Prohibition officers, and it was just like absolutely insane. Like he would get in a taxi and he'd be like, "Hey man, where can I find a drink?" And the taxi driver would turn around and be like, "Right here, I got a flask." It was just like, oh my god. What an animal. But yeah, they were just like absolutely crazy dudes. And they were just like, I had never heard of them before until I saw like a little blip about it. And I was like, this guy I gotta look into.
They're anime protagonists. Like, holy crap.
That would be like the perfect thing to have.
I know. I want that to be a movie.
Have it like an dumb anime or animation story. I forgot if there was anything else. Hold on, let me check. Cause yeah, like, yep. I don't.
It's like a buddy cop thing. Like, I mean, this is like a Kevin Hart and The Rock, like type of stupid thing, or Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg. That's so. It was all like extremely well documented. Well, I guess because they're federal agents, so I was like, so that's why all their stuff would be like so well documented. It's like, how do they know about these two guys?
So some of the things that they discovered with booze in them were car tires, old stables that they found, like the horse watering things.
No, the horse troughs were just full of booze.
A ring of fake rabbis selling sacramental wine to supposed congregation goers. And a taxidermied bear filled with whiskey bottles. Yeah, like, and there's a picture of that. Like, here, look at this. I know the viewers can't see it, but I'll try to describe it. So the first top picture is them looking like normal dude bros,
like Newsy Boys with the big kind of like chauffeur hats, and the suits and the ties.
Yeah, and then the second one of them's wearing a bowler hat, a round pair of glasses, and a
big stupid
enormous fake beard, and a big, probably oversized coat, and then I don't know if this might be the one.
Yeah, where they're husband and wife.
Where they're husband and wife, because the other one is wearing like a lady's hat and then a lady's fur coat. It's just they were madmen for their day, which is here's another one good one that I thought was great. So he walked into a musician's speakeasy with a trombone. And he played.
I'm with the band.
He played the classic song of the time, called "How Dry I Am." And they rushed to pour him a drink, and he promptly arrested all of them.
Someone get this man a drink. You're all part of the criminal syndicate.
So yes, that is the story of Izzy and Mo.
Dang it, I thought who I'd research is larger than life. But, I mean, I don't know. We'll let the audience be the judge.
Yes.
So Nebraska was actually the final nail in the coffin when it came to Prohibition. To ratify an amendment to the Constitution, 2/3 of the states have to approve of it, and Nebraska was the last of the 2/3 to actually do it. And you're welcome. However, that doesn't mean that everyone followed the rules, as we can already kind of get at. So
bootleggers.
Yes. So there was a lady that was born in Sicily, and in 1910 immigrated to the United States and lived in Nebraska, and made her home in Omaha. Her name was Louise Vinciquerra, and she later in life became known as the bootlegger queen of the Midwest.
Oh, all right, I'm on board for this.
So Omaha during Prohibition was actually like, it was notorious like as like a bad city. Like there's like a red light district, and I mean, you know, we know Nebraska and how it's like hyper conservative, like,
boring.
Yeah, but apparently Omaha was like one of the places to be, and it was ran by a criminal underground ran by Tom Dennison. He's basically like, he was essentially the Al Capone of the plains. And when Louise was getting like her whole thing put together, because her family actually made wine in Sicily, like she actually knows how to do it.
Yeah.
She's also like extremely outgoing and like very very bubbly. She was a flapper.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she has all these friends and all these parties and stuff like that. But this goes back to what I was saying, how there's this casual misogyny. It's like, oh, well, yeah, women are, they're innocent. They can't, they wouldn't be good at this type of thing.
Do no harm, right?
Yeah. So she actually ran one of the most successful bootlegging, rings, like not only just in Nebraska, but like in most of the Midwest. This lady was,
She was a good something for the time.
Yeah. So she married pretty young, but I mean, she was always kind of like, she's involved in kind of like the sleazy underbelly type of stuff. One of the other characters in the story was this guy. We need to come up with better nicknames. His nickname was Raiding Bob, and he was a federal agent.
What?
And he was like,
why?
Well, his last name is Smardick. So we're just going to go with Raiding Bob.
Yeah, I think that's it's bad, but it's still better.
Yeah. And so they're always kind of like antagonists with each other. Like there really isn't a good guy or a bad guy in this whole story. Like everyone's just a criminal, just some of them wear badges.
Yeah.
But her stills and her stuff, it would get raided, but it would never get shut down. And most of that was because she was a woman. Because you wouldn't a male officer would never frisk a woman because.
It was a no.
Yeah, and so it's ridiculous reasons like that. I'll just go through a couple of their stories. So she would get off on a lot of technicalities, and the reason why was because she was actually funded by the major crime boss, Tom Dillinger. So he actually had not only federal agents on his payroll, but he also had judges on his payroll.
Oh.
And so whenever she would get caught, some evidence disappeared.
Yeah, I was like, oh, where'd that go? I don't know.
And so Omaha kind of really enjoyed the notoriety, stuff like that. So it attracted a lot of different people. And after 2 years of running this business, Louise decided that she was going to, in air quotes, retire. So she held a press conference in her house and invited a bunch of newspaper journalists over.
Yeah.
And she goes, so in the last 17 months, I've made more money than the governor of Nebraska.
Oh.
Oh. It was $45,000 over 17 months, which I think in today's money is roughly $600,000. That's just selling booze. What's the quote? It's I'm sorry about talking about all the money that I made selling booze. She was so cavalier about it, and
amazing.
The press ate it up, but then no one wanted to do anything because she was a woman. So, figured that out. So when she kind of got bored with Omaha, she then moved to Lincoln, and Lincoln even now it's just one big small town.
Yeah,
Lincoln kind of sucks.
I don't know. I don't mind Lincoln,
Parts of Lincoln,
but I do like Omaha better.
Yeah. Well, they didn't have the same like reputation, and they didn't have like all the same media that kind of like ate it up and stuff like that. So like when she tried to do the same stuff, it didn't work out as well. However, being that close to Omaha, it was still under the influence of Tom Dillinger, the crime boss.
Yeah.
There is one instance of her, in air quotes, getting a ride from a friend while she had 2 gallons of moonshine. Like,
oh.
And they get into a high-speed chase all throughout Lincoln with the cops. And when the chase is starting to come to an end, it's like they're kind of finding there's not really a way out. So she smashes the bottles of moonshine, and like it goes like all over her dress, and like soaks into her skirt. And the cops like, what the hell are your bootleggers running moonshine? And she's wringing out her dress into like jars so she can save the moonshine.
Oh my god. Oh, that's kind of gross, but all right.
And she was convicted of conspiracy to bootleg moonshine. That was the charge that was brought up against her.
Yeah.
But she got off on a technicality because she said, "Oh, I was just getting a this is not bullshit. I was getting a ride from my friend to go to the Cornhusker game." Which there was a game that day.
Oh my god.
But because the bottles of moonshine were broken, there's no proof that it was actually hers and that she knew that it was in there.
Yeah.
Because she was a passenger. So she didn't get anything for that.
Oh my god. That is amazing.
So she didn't like Lincoln that much. So then she actually moved out and she actually started her own organized crime ring in Grand Island, Hastings, Kearney, Minden, and even went as far as Indianola and Arapahoe.
Holy shit.
So it was all of like southern Nebraska.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of area to cover.
However, when she was that far out, she wasn't under the protection of Tom Dillinger anymore, so she kind of had to do all the legal stuff herself, and that
didn't pan out for her.
Well, so she was actually brought into trial for making moonshine, for stilling.
Yeah,
and part of the defense handed out some of her product to the jurors to make sure that it was actually moonshine.
Oh my god.
That immediately tainted the jury, and the whole case had to be thrown out.
Oh my god.
Like, this woman.
Holy shit.
Like, all of her. And then she ended up going back to Omaha because it was like, well, this just didn't work out. It was too much work for her. Her sons were actually growing up. One of them, when she lived in Hastings, was actually going to Hastings College and was on the football team. The other one was actually in the 1934 Munich Olympics and was on the boxing team.
Holy shit.
So it's like,
that's crazy too. Wow.
So when she moved back to Omaha, she actually started her own kind of counter cases against some of the Prohibition officers for destruction of property when they would come and break her stills. So she was getting this whole thing coming and going.
Holy shit.
Okay, so yeah, she moved back to Omaha. Did the whole thing against all the other agents, and she also opened a bar called the Paradise Bar in Omaha, and it didn't last too long because it was shut down due to nocturnal orgies.
What?
She was running a brothel.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's yeah.
What a crazy lady.
No, but she never served time. She was like, she would get she would get handcuffed and she would go to jail and she'd be held before she would actually go to trial. But she was never ever convicted of any stuff.
Yeah. So she's spend a couple days here and then we'll be back.
And so yeah, she's the bootlegger queen of Omaha, Nebraska, and she had a very very successful crime-ridden career.
Christ.
So not all Nebraska history is corn and football. Sometimes we have
some crazy
flappers from Italy.
That's amazing.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like both of our stories on Prohibition stuff were that's pretty wild.
Yeah. I'd still want a buddy cop movie made about
yeah,
Izzy
those two.
Izzy and
Oh,
Bob. What was his
Mo.
name? Mo.
Izzy and Mo, like.
I know. Come on, it writes itself.
Maybe there is.
Oh, I'd have to
I
look it
wouldn't. I don't know. Should we look it up? Maybe there is something, and we just. I don't know. I'll have to look it up later. But now, we must spin.
We must spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel. We won't be back next week because I'll still be here, and no one else will. So, yeah, small bit of a hiatus, but we'll be back in 2 weeks.
Give us some more research.
Yeah. All right, you ready?
Let's go.
Let's try to not mess this up this time. We got living things.
Living things.
You want to do sharks?
No, we'll do sharks during Shark Week. If we get living things in.
Yeah, but then we would have to roll it during Shark Week.
Well, do you want to?
What did I have for living things? I wrote down sharks. What other living things should we do? Frogs. Nikki or Frog Mama would like that one.
Or well, okay. So Suki has a thing with frogs, and I have a thing with sharks.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe.
Should we do something completely different? Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you want to do?
Now you put me on the spot.
I am, in fact. We can't do cats because that's too common. Plus, we could rant about our asshole cats all day long.
We rant about the cats anyway.
We do rant about the cats anyways. Dingus, Dongus, Chongus, and Longus.
Chongus and Longus. Well, I don't know. Do you want to do like how we do this time, where it was like a 1 and 2?
Oh, you want to do like different ones?
I do frog, or you do frogs, and I'll do sharks.
Yeah, I thought you wanted to save sharks though.
Okay, or we can do like mushrooms. Those are living things.
Are they though?
Yeah, just like trees are.
Interesting. Fungi are different, like completely different category of their own. I would like to do like axolotls.
Oh, axolotls.
Axolotls?
Yeah, the little salamander.
Yes. I want to learn more about them because they're adorable and also kind of scary looking. But also still adorable at the same time.
That sounds like a fantastic idea. Wanted to research because I want to learn more about it.
Yes.
I like that.
Yes.
Okay.
So do you want to also do that, or do you want to do a different animal?
Well, I already suggested mushrooms, but that's like really, really broad.
Yeah, if we're going to do fungi, we're going to have to do that all by itself.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot to unpack there.
Okay. Well, you can do axolotls. I'll do like Japanese giant salamanders.
Oh, okay. So they're kind of like...
kind of similar.
Yeah. Okay. So, next episode will be on axolotls.
Salamanders and axolotls.
Yes, yes. Let me write that down before I forget. So, I'm just here for the rees. Oh no, we don't like that anymore?
No, that was good.
Yeah, I think that was pretty good. We still need to come up with cool code names for people. Well, I guess Frog Mama's now Lodge Frog.
Yes, she's now Lodge Frog.
Which that still works. It still works.
I mean, new kid is still new kid.
How do you spell that?
AXOLTL.
Actually, I want to use the pink pen. Fuck.
Think about it this way.
AX. I can only see what I'm writing out of one of my eyeballs, and it's really throwing me off. AX.
Axolotl.
Lol.
Lol.
Axo. You know what? I'll just.
You're just struggling really hard with this thing.
I'll just look it up later. Because I'm apparently bad at spelling. Actually, I already knew that.
Mm.
I think I almost failed spelling in like 3rd grade or something.
I use autocorrect a lot, which is why no one can understand what I'm saying.
Yeah. That happens a lot. Holy crap. What is this? My computer has a screensaver? That has literally never happened before.
All
Alright, well. Finding out new things every day. Which is good. Learn new shit every day. It's a good idea.
And we'll continue in 2 weeks.
Yes, we will continue in 2 weeks. This will be out in 2 days from when we actually record it.
It'll be out the day that
Hopefully.
you see it.
Yes. Hopefully.
If
Okay.
not, give me a call. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with us and enjoying some stories of Prohibition with
And snowboarding. Prohibition and snowboarding.
and snowboarding.
So, everything's been real cool here. Okay, well, anyways, stay hydrated, don't die. Bye!